places of the tour. Now do keep filling all the way in through the doors for me, everyone, so we can get the cinema screen down and the doors behind you closed, because they make for a wonderful photo opportunity themselves. Now we are currently decorated in the Great Hall for the Christmas feast from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, where we have 7 fantastic Christmas trees around the room for you to admire. Now the decorations on these trees are my favourites, and they were a huge group at the very top, circling just underneath the stars. Now directly above your heads we have some floating candles. Now in the very early stages of making the Philosopher's Stone, the nice and safe and very pretty for you all to see today. Now going back to Christmas, because it is not complete without our food, and our main course is on the table just behind you on the other side of the room. So our hands, and it is very, very quick. And then if everyone takes a step away from the barrier for me, just a little step back. Because in 3, 2, 1, there you go, we got some flaming pudding. So that is real fire, real puddings were harmed in the making of the tour today.
Ah, j'ai appuyé sur ça et ça fait ça.
You ready? Well, let's try again. Where is Mr. Potter video if I ask you to try and make a music?
Going to be a bumpy ride.
Now the original windows were actually all blue screen, with the footage you're seeing right now of London whizzing by added in post-production.
What did you say your name was again? I didn't. But whereabouts are you heading? The Leaky Cauldron. That's in London. Do you hear that, Ern? The Leaky Cauldron, that's in London.
The leaky cauldron. Hey, you have the pea soup. Make sure you eat it before it eats you.
It does come down and shows a blue flame when you can put the paper into the goblet. But once that is done, once you have chosen a champion, it will turn red and it will shoot out that piece of paper. Oh, and if one of you does want to grab that piece of
He's been sick on the
by water from the Thames. We are in Parliament Square, surrounded by worldwide political figures from yesteryear.
Hi everybody, or hi again. This is the portion of the vlog where I want to show you my London haul. This is all stuff that I bought from London. I didn't get a lot. It's my second time in London, so I kind of feel like I'm going to get to go again. But the first time I went to Europe, I went to Italy, and I did go a little crazy with all the souvenirs, but this time I was bringing a friend that had never been before, so we went to places that she was interested in going to, and I decided to pick some stuff up too. So if you're in London, I highly recommend going to Fordham and Mason because I feel like it is relatively affordable, but also their products are very beautiful. Like all the tea tins look amazing, and they let you smell all the tea that you're buying. I didn't buy any tea because I personally am a little picky about the taste of my tea. Even if I smell it and I really like the smell, I'm never sure of how it's going to taste. They did have someone walking around with samples of their rose petal tea, which I thought was very good, but there just wasn't any tea that I was willing to invest in. But if I were to go back, I think I would want to try out their personal tea mixing service. I think that was very interesting. The store itself is huge. I think it's like 4 levels, and they all sell different things related to tea. I think their first floor has their ceramics, stationery, and their little cafe, and the ground floor is where you can get tea and biscuits. It's just a really fun store. It looks really cute, and there's just so much to look at in that store, so I highly recommend going there. One of the basic things I didn't think about getting until she came were some tea biscuits. So these are, I got 2 of them from Fordham and Mason. These are just they come in these really beautiful tins. So I didn't get it because of the tin design. I got the clotted cream digestive biscuits because I really love clotted cream. Like when I'm eating scones or something, my favorite topping is just clotted cream. The other one I got is lemon curd because I love lemon. The second company that I went to for biscuits was Cartwright and Butler. We actually found these in the airport. Fordham and Mason was also in there. We went to the Heathrow airport, and both of these you can buy them at the airport, but I bought these in the store and I bought this at the airport. And what really drew me to them was their beautiful tin. Like, I love this color. And from Cartwright and Butler, I got their strawberry and white chocolate biscuits because that just sounds really delicious. Now, the main reason I went on this tour was to go to the Warner Brothers studio making of Harry Potter because I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter, and I was expecting to spend a lot there because I thought it was going to be the holy grail of all Harry Potter stores, but luckily for the rest of us, I think the other stores do carry a pretty good range. I'm from New York, so the store in New York City on 23rd Street has a pretty good selection. But I still wanted to wait until I got to the Warner Brothers studio to finally get my wand. This is the first wand I've ever purchased. This is probably the only wand I'm interested in purchasing because I don't have like a use for them. And, you know, a wizard is only supposed to have 1 wand. Out of all the wand designs, my favorite wand of all, I have 2 favorites. So I was thinking about getting one of the 2. It's either Fleur Delacour's wand, sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, or Hermione's wand. And I ended up getting Hermione's wand because when I held it, it just felt right. And as you know, that is how, because the wand chooses the owner. Here she is. It's almost as long as my forearm. I don't actually know like how long it's supposed to be in relation to your arm, but this is the one I bought, and I really like it because it is dark. I like the dark wood patterns more, and it has vines all over it, and I'm obsessed with florals, so this wand was really speaking to me, and I'm so glad that I finally have one in my collection. Along with the wand, when I was booking the tour, they also had an option for their you could buy an official guidebook, so of course I picked it up, and it's just a good, I think it's a good overview of all of the things that you're going to see, and I just love it. and I'm really glad I got this because I think it's a good memory keeper, even though I kind of want to go back to the tour on my next trip to London. Another thing you can add on to your visit is a afternoon tea, and it's a little expensive, but I think the food was worth it. My favorite food, this is the menu I kept from it. My favorites off the afternoon tea menu is definitely the sandwich selection. I'm more of a savory person, and I didn't expect so many sweets when I was in London. I think it's kind of a novelty thing, but if you really like afternoon tea and you really like Harry Potter, I would recommend you try out that afternoon tea service because it's a good break to have before you start your tour because it is very filling. And I don't have it right now, but because I went during the Christmas celebration, they had crackers for us. I don't know if you can pull them because in America we don't have crackers, so I don't know how they work. But inside was a house pin, and I actually got my house. It was Hufflepuff. They also give you a paper crown, and I think they also give you this tiny slip of paper that tells you a fact. And my fact was that the Great Hall actually has doors along the walls because there's like so many students inside that they had to have a safe way of evacuating everybody in case of emergency. So it's not just the two doors by the teachers' tables, I think, or the big door at the end of the Great Hall. There's actually doors all along the walls, which I thought was very interesting. And then I also picked up this Christmas card at the platform and 3/4 station. There's like a little table there. You can sit down and color this in. And that is everything I got at the Warner Brothers studio tour. Didn't get a lot. I wanted to get the apparel, but it's really expensive and I was having a hard time justifying it. Last thing I got from London is pretty simple. I got some postcards. These are my favorite types of postcards. I just like the artistic watercolor designs. And I have one of the Buckingham Palace from St. James Park, one of St. Paul's Cathedral, have one of Big Ben, another Big Ben from Westminster's Bridge, one from Regent Street. I love this street. Like, I wish our streets looked like this. And then I have one of the London Eye and the House of Parliament. Well, that was everything for my London tour. I'm sorry it wasn't that exciting, but I am happy with everything that I got, and I know that I will be back sometime in the future.